Melania, you will be surprised to note, did not accompany her husband to the debate or to the 9/11 ceremony. Instead, he was joined by another lovely lady, right-wing loony Laura Loomer, who is a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. 2 days before the debate, Laura Loomer posted this disgusting little nugget. She wrote, "If Kamala Harris wins, the White House will smell like curry, and White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center." And she suggested it was an inside job. Only Donald Trump would bring a 9/11 conspiracy theorist to the 9/11 memorial.
Imagine a world where the Loch Ness monster is a campaign manager. Sounds crazy, right? Well, buckle up, folks, because Trump's latest moves make that seem almost normal. Jimmy Kimmel just spilled the tea on Trump's recent antics.
And the American people will only be able to convey their feedback through a customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call that nobody will understand, which I feel like it does. I kind of feel like it captures his essence exquisitely, but... And yet somehow this Laura Loomer, she's traveling all over the country with Trump on his plane.
And let me tell you, it's wilder than a roller coaster ride in a tornado. From 9/11 conspiracy theorists to spray tan disasters, we're diving into the orange-tinted chaos that is Trump's inner circle. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us.
I didn't even know there was a level of racist above Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's like finding out a movie can be rated NC-39. And if you want an idea of just how extreme Loomer is, Marjorie Taylor Greene is calling her out for being racist. And not even in a stop stealing my bit kind of way.
So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. So Trump's at it again, folks. This time, he's decided to spice up his entourage with a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. Because why hang out with boring old politicians when you can have someone who thinks the moon landing was filmed in a Hollywood basement? Meet Laura Loomer, Trump's new bestie. She's not your average Jane. Oh no, she's got some theories that would make even the craziest conspiracy nuts go, whoa, that's a bit much. For starters, she thinks school shootings are as fake as Trump's tan. Yeah, you heard that right, and if that wasn't enough to make your head spin,
Donald Trump, all he does is make fun of, he makes fun of disabled journalists, he calls our veterans prisoners of war, even losers, he insults his opponents, his friends. You know what, maybe this is why Donald and Melania sleep in separate bedrooms. She was laughing too hard at my monologue at night. His family, but if I point out that he's so fat they renamed the plane Air Force Wonder Bread, I'm the bad guy all of a sudden? But really, joking aside, this is a blatant abuse of power. I wonder if Fox News, you know, they're always screaming about censoring comedians. Will they defend me on this? I doubt it. We have a First Amendment right that Americans a hell of a lot braver than Donald Trump.
She's also convinced that Uber is in cahoots with our furry friends to create a race of cannibals. I guess she skipped the day they taught common sense at school. Jimmy Kimmel, our late-night hero, couldn't resist taking a swing at this circus. He joked that Trump's scraping the bottom of the barrel so hard, he's hitting bedrock. What's next on Trump's to-do list? Hiring the Loch Ness monster as his campaign manager. At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised. Remember the good old days when presidents hung out with boring suits who talked about stuff like the economy and foreign policy? Well, Trump's like, nah, that's too mainstream. Give me someone who thinks the earth is flat and lizard people run the government. But wait, there's more. Laura's got another doozy up her sleeve. She's convinced that cats and dogs are secretly plotting to turn us all into cannibals.
Died for, and it's especially hypocritical coming from someone who claims to be the bigliest anti-censorship defender of free speech.
We're here today to discuss protecting Americans from censorship. We will uphold the right of free speech.
We, as a country, cannot tolerate political censorship.
I can just imagine Trump nodding along, thinking, finally, someone who gets it. It's like he's collecting the wildest theories out there, like they're Pokemon cards. Kimmel, bless his soul, couldn't help but point out that Trump's taste in friends is about as good as his spray tan. Both are artificially orange and leave everyone feeling a bit queasy. It's like Trump's inner circle is turning into a full-blown circus. Step right up, folks. See the amazing conspiracy spewing woman. Marvel at the man who can't tell fact from fiction. But hold on to your hats, because Trump's not done embarrassing himself yet. We haven't even gotten to what his kids are up to. It's like a never-ending game of who can make the dumbest decision. And let me tell you, the competition is fierce. Stay tuned, because this clown car of companions is about to take another wild turn. Looks like the Trump family's playing a new game. Who can make the dumbest decision? And boy, Don Jr. is really gunning for that top spot. He's decided to play political matchmaker, because when you think good judgment, you naturally think of the guy who tweets faster than he thinks, right? So what's Jr.'s brilliant idea? He's pushing for JD Vance as VP. You know, the guy who thinks childless cat ladies are ruining America. Real winning strategy there, Donnie. I mean, nothing says vote for us like blaming the downfall of society on women with felines. It's like he's trying to alienate every cat owner in the country. Next thing you know, they'll be running on a dogs-only platform. Jimmy Kimmel, our late-night hero, couldn't resist taking a swing at this nonsense. He said picking Vance was like striking out before even stepping up to the plate. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. But let's be honest, it's not like Jr.'s known for his home runs in the decision-making department. You've gotta wonder what Don Jr. was thinking. He probably thought he was helping his dad's campaign. It's kind of like when a toddler helps make dinner by dumping a whole bag of flour on the floor. Sure, they meant well, but now everyone's just got a bigger mess to clean up. And get this, turns out Vance is about as popular as a root canal at a candy convention. Even die-hard Republicans are scratching their heads, probably thinking, is this the best we've got? It's like they're trying to win a race by shooting themselves in the foot. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. This brilliant move has caused some serious family drama. It's like we're watching a reality show, but instead of a rose ceremony, we get a dumpster fire of bad decisions. Can't you just picture it? The Real Housewives of Mar-a-Lago, featuring weekly meltdowns and constant backstabbing. Actually, that doesn't sound too far off from what's already happening. Kimmel, bless his heart, summed it up perfectly. Another good move, dumbass. The audience went wild, probably wondering if they should laugh or cry. At this point, it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a really bad political satire. But hey, at least the Trump family is consistent. Why have a normal, boring campaign when you can have a three-ring circus? It's like they're trying to turn politics into the world's weirdest talent show, and let me tell you, they're winning that contest hands down. Who needs policy debates when you can have conspiracy theories and family feuds, right? So there you have it, folks. Trump's inner circle is starting to look like a casting call for the world's weirdest reality show. We've got conspiracy theorists who think cats are secretly plotting world domination, and Trump kids making decisions that'd make a magic 8-ball look smart. As Kimmel pointed out, it's like we're watching a bizarre reality show where instead of handing out roses, they're just setting dumpsters on fire. And let's be real, at this point, a dumpster fire might actually be an improvement. But hey, as crazy as it all is, we gotta keep our eyes open and our BS detectors on high alert. As Kimmel wisely said, if you can't laugh at this mess, you might just cry. So keep that sense of humor ready, folks. We're gonna need it to get through this circus of a political landscape.